Welcome to my channel, Lobby 22. Hold on because it's going to be something incredible. My name's Lucas Bennett, 38, and I thought I'd built a life most people only dream of. My wife, Olivia, 36, was my everything, smart, magnetic, the kind of woman who could win over anyone with a smile. Together, we turned Bennett SEC, a cybersecurity startup, from a tiny office in San Jose into a $30 million powerhouse. But at my brother Ryan's wedding in Napa Valley, I saw something that broke my world apart. Olivia slipped a keycard to her ex, Marcus Hayes, with a look that wasn't meant for me. The vineyard sparkled under golden lights, laughter echoing across the hills. I stood by the bar, nursing a whiskey, watching Olivia glide through the crowd in a shimmering blue dress that turned heads. She was laughing, her hand grazing Marcus's arm, a real estate hotshot with a smile that could sell sand in a desert. Their eyes met, and for a moment, everything froze. My heart sank. Marcus, 40, was her old college boyfriend, the one she said was long gone. But that glance wasn't the past. It was a secret. I tried to brush it off. Weddings mess with your head, right? But when Olivia said she was checking on the flowers, I trailed her. She met Marcus near the vineyard's edge, their murmurs too quiet to hear. My pulse raced. Back at our hotel, I waited until her breathing steadied in sleep, then took her phone. The passcode, our wedding date, felt like a slap. Messages glowed on the screen. Meet me by the vines. He's got no clue. We're almost there with the plan. My blood turned to ice. Olivia wasn't just cheating. She and Marcus were cooking up something big, and I was their mark. I didn't sleep. By morning, I was running on coffee and fury, but I'm a coder. I fix problems with logic, not shouting matches. Confronting her would blow my cover, so I played the happy husband. You good, love? Olivia asked over breakfast, her eyes scanning mine. Just wiped, I lied, faking a grin. Big night. She nodded, but her fingers drummed the table, a nervous tick I'd never seen before. I called Tarangwin, a private investigator I knew from a client deal. I need dirt on someone, I said, keeping my voice low. My wife's ex, Marcus Hayes. And her. Tara didn't blink. Give me 7 days. That week was torture. Olivia acted normal, making tacos, teasing me about my 2 left feet at the wedding, but every word felt scripted. I drowned myself in work, debugging code, while Tara's reports came in. Marcus's real estate empire was crumbling, bad deals, pissed off investors. Worse, Olivia was sending him Bennett SEC's financials. They weren't just lovers. They wanted to bleed my company dry. Tara sent me a recording that sealed it. Marcus's voice hissed through my earbuds. Once we push the fake investment, we'll drain the funds. Lucas won't know what hit him. Olivia's laugh followed, cold and unfamiliar. He's too busy playing Cyberkin. I gripped my desk, knuckles white. They thought they'd rob me blind and walk away millionaires. They didn't know I was already rewriting their game. I moved quick. I locked down Bennett SEC's assets, shifting them to a trust they couldn't touch. My lawyer, Amir, burned the midnight oil, sealing every gap. You sure about this? He asked. It's your marriage. I shot back. At home, I kept up the charade, kissing Olivia goodbye, chuckling at her jokes, while my gut twisted. My sister, Nora, 34, noticed something was up. You're off, Lucas, she said at a family barbecue. Work stress. I shrugged. Just a glitch in the system. If only she knew the glitch was sleeping next to me. One night, Olivia came home late, blaming a client meeting. Her mascara was smudged, and Marcus's cologne lingered on her coat. I wanted to snap, but I held it in. Instead, I hacked her email through a backdoor I'd built into our network. A fresh message from Marcus, 3 weeks till the gala. We sealed a deal there. The charity gala in San Francisco, our gala where we be celebrated as tech's golden couple. They planned to use it to hook investors into their fraud scheme. My anger hardened into a plan. They'd chosen their stage. I'd make it mine. I'm Lucas Bennett, and my world was alive. My wife, Olivia, was plotting with her ex, Marcus Hayes, to gut my $30 million company, Bennett SEC. Their texts haunted me, he's got no clue. But I wasn't clueless, I was furious. I'd hired Tarangwin, a private investigator, to unravel their scheme. Now, every move I made was a step toward exposing them, but one slip could ruin everything. Olivia's laughter filled our San Jose kitchen, but it sounded hollow. Late night again? She asked, tossing a salad, her eyes too bright. Client deadline, I lied, staring at my laptop. I was actually combing through Tara's latest report. Marcus's real estate empire was collapsing under bad loans, and Olivia was funneling him Bennett SEC's financials to fund a fake investment deal. They planned to siphon millions at our charity gala in San Francisco, 2 weeks away. I clenched my fists under the table, playing the oblivious husband. Tara called at 1 a.m. Marcus is meeting a broker at the Standard tomorrow, she whispered. They're setting up an offshore account for your company's funds. My pulse spiked. Evidence? Got a recording, she said. And bank records. Want me to follow him? Yes, I replied. But stay invisible. If Marcus or Olivia sniffed me out, my plan was dead. The next morning, I tested the waters. Lunch today. I asked Olivia, keeping my tone light. Her smile faltered. Meeting downtown, she said, grabbing her purse. Tara's text confirmed it. She's with Marcus at the hotel. Talking gala deal. I stared at my phone, the betrayal slicing deeper. I thought of our early days coding late nights, Olivia bringing me coffee, dreaming big. Now she was selling me out. I met my lawyer, Amir, at a dive bar to avoid prying eyes. Secure Bennett SEC, I said, handing him a drive with Tara's files. Make it untouchable. Amir scanned the documents, brow furrowed. This is fraud, Lucas. You sure you want to play it this way? They played me first, I said. By evening, our assets were locked in a trust, safe from their grasp. But defense wasn't enough. I needed to strike. Tara's next report dropped a bomb. Marcus wasn't alone. He had a partner, Derek Voss, a tech investor I'd seen at Ryan's wedding, eyeing me like I was prey. A recorded call caught Olivia saying Derek's our safety net if the gala flops. My stomach dropped. She wasn't just cheating, she was running a con with two players. I hacked Derek's email, finding a trail of desperate investments. He'd sunk millions into Marcus's failing ventures, and Olivia was the mastermind, promising them my company's cash. I nearly lost it that night. Olivia came home late, her blouse wrinkled, muttering about a work dinner. A new necklace glinted at her throat, emerald pricey. Marcus's gift? Derek's? I poured her wine, forcing a smile while my mind screamed. Rough day? I asked. She shrugged, avoiding my gaze. Every lie fueled my resolve. With the gala looming, Tara uncovered a twist. Marcus had forged contracts with Olivia's digital signature, framing her as the fall guy if their plan tanked. She's in deep, Tara said. But so's Derek. He's leveraged everything on this. I leaned back, the San Francisco skyline glowing outside my office. Marcus thought he'd outsmart Olivia, but I'd outsmart them both. Then Nora, my sister, cornered me at Bennett SEC. Lucas, what's wrong? She demanded, arms crossed. I saw Olivia with some guy at the Standard. Is she cheating? My heart stopped. Nora's intuition was a wrench in my plan. If she confronted Olivia, my trap would collapse. It's not what you think, I said, dodging. Her eyes narrowed. Don't lie to me. I had seconds to decide, tell her the truth or risk her blowing my cover. The gala was my shot, and I couldn't miss. I'm Lucas Bennett, and tonight was my reckoning. My wife, Olivia, and her ex, Marcus Hayes, thought they'd rob my $30 million company, Bennett SEC, at a San Francisco gala. With their ally, Derek Voss, they planned to siphon funds through a fake investment deal. I had proof texts, recordings, forged contracts, and a plan to expose them. But my sister Nora's suspicions threatened to unravel everything. Is Olivia cheating? She'd asked. I dodged, but her sharp eyes lingered. Time was running out. The gala sparkled at the Fairmont, chandeliers casting light over tuxedos and gowns. Olivia shone in a sapphire dress, charming tech moguls unaware I'd locked Bennett SEC's assets. Marcus hovered nearby, his slick smile masking desperation. Derek lingered at the bar, watching me. My pulse thrummed. This was their stage to scam investors and mine to end their game. I pulled Nora aside in a quiet corner. You can't confront Olivia, I whispered. Not yet. Her jaw tightened. She's betraying you, Lucas. I saw her with that guy. I took a breath. It's bigger than cheating. They're stealing from me. I'll handle it tonight. Nora's eyes widened. Stealing? You're sure? I nodded, showing her a text from Taringwin, my PI, Marcus, and Derek meeting investors now. Olivia's pitching. Nora grabbed my arm. What's your plan? Watch, I said. And trust me. Back in the ballroom, Olivia's laugh cut through the crowd. I remembered our first gala, her hand in mine, dreaming of Bennett SEC's future. Now, she was selling the dream to Marcus. My chest ached, but I pushed it down. Tara slipped me a USB. Final evidence, she whispered. Marcus forged Olivia's signature to frame her. Derek's ready to bolt if it goes south. The twist hit hard. Marcus was playing Olivia, too. I gripped the USB. Time to rewrite their script. The MC called me to the stage. Lucas Bennett for contributions to cybersecurity. Applause roared. I took the mic, heart pounding. Thank you, I said, scanning the crowd. Olivia beamed, clueless. Marcus sipped champagne, smug. Derek shifted, uneasy. Tonight's about trust. I began. But trust can be broken. I clicked a remote, and a screen lit up. Marcus's text to Olivia. He's clueless. Will take millions. Gasps rippled. Olivia froze. Marcus choked on his drink. These messages, I continued, voice steady, show a plot to defraud Bennett SEC. Marcus Hayes with Olivia Bennett and Derek Voss plan to steal from our investors. The screen flashed bank records, forged contracts, and a clip of Marcus's voice. Lucas won't know what hit him. The crowd murmured. Olivia's face drained of color. Lucas, what? She stammered, but I cut her off. You thought I wouldn't notice, I said, locking eyes with her. You were wrong. Marcus bolted for the exit, but security blocked him. Derek tried to slip out, but Tara nodded to guards, who stopped him. Olivia stepped toward me, tears welling. Lucas, I can explain, she cried. I held up a hand. Save it for court. These documents are with the SEC. The room buzzed. Investors whispered. Phones out, recording the chaos. Nora stood by me, her glare fixed on Olivia. You did this to my brother, she hissed. Then came the twist. Olivia turned to Marcus, voice sharp. You said it was foolproof. You forged my name. Marcus sneered. You were all in, sweetheart. The crowd gasped again. Olivia's betrayal was real, but Marcus had planned to pin it all on her. I almost felt pity, almost. You both lose, I said, stepping off the stage. Security escorted them out as flashes popped, their reputations in ruins. Nora grabbed my hand. You okay? She asked. I shook my head. Not yet. The gala continued, but the air felt heavy. I'd won, but the cost was my marriage, my trust. As I left, an investor approached. We're with you, Lucas. Bennett SEC's safe. I nodded, but my mind was on the fight ahead, court, headlines, and rebuilding from the ashes. I'm Lucas Bennett, and the gala was just the beginning. Exposing my wife, Olivia, and her ex, Marcus Hayes, for plotting to steal my $30 million company, Bennett SEC, felt like victory. Their ally, Derek Voss, was caught in the fallout. Their fraud scheme lay bare before a stunned crowd. But victory tasted bitter. My marriage was ashes, and the legal fight loomed. As I walked away from the Fairmont, Nora's hand on my shoulder, I braced for the storm ahead. The next morning, my phone buzzed with notifications, news outlets, ex-posts, voicemails. Tech mogul exposes wife's betrayal at gala, screamed one headline. Marcus's face was plastered across tabloids, his real estate empire labeled a house of cards. Olivia's name trended, her charm now a punchline. Derek's venture firm issued a frantic statement, denying involvement. I muted my phone and met Amir, my lawyer, at his office. The SEC's on board, he said, spreading files. Your evidence, texts, recordings, forged contracts is airtight. Marcus and Derek face fraud charges. Olivia's implicated, too. I nodded, staring at the San Jose skyline. What's next? Amir slid over a lawsuit draft. We sue Marcus's firm for damages. His investors lost millions betting against Bennett SEC. Olivia's digital signature on those forgeries ties her to the conspiracy. I flinched. Olivia had betrayed me, but seeing her name in legal crosshairs hurt. She didn't know Marcus forged her signature, I said. Amir shrugged. Doesn't matter. She was in deep. I signed the papers, my hands steady but heart heavy. Taryn Gwynn, my PI, called with a twist. Olivia's meeting a lawyer, she reported. She's claiming Marcus coerced her, says she was scared to back out. I scoffed. Scared? She laughed about robbing me. Tara paused. There's more. Derek's flipping on Marcus, offering the feds dirt to save himself. He says Olivia pitched the gala deal to him first. My jaw dropped. Olivia wasn't just a pawn. She'd been the architect, playing Marcus and Derek against each other. The betrayal cut deeper, a fresh wound. Nora invited me to her apartment that night. You look like hell, she said, handing me a beer. I managed a weak smile. Feel like it too. She sat across from me, eyes soft. I'm sorry, Lucas. I should have noticed Olivia's lies sooner. I shook my head. No one did. She fooled us all. Nora leaned forward. What now? You can't let them drag you down. Her words sparked something. I survived their scheme. I wouldn't let their fallout break me. The courthouse became my battlefield. Marcus's arraignment was a circus. Reporters swarming, his smug grin gone. He pleaded not guilty, but his firm collapsed as investors sued. Derek's plea deal exposed Marcus's shady deals, sealing his fate. Olivia's hearing was quieter. She stood pale, avoiding my gaze. Her lawyer pushed the coercion angle, but the judge wasn't buying it. Conspiracy carries consequences, Mrs. Bennett, he said. She got bail, but her reputation was gone. A week later, I found a letter in my mailbox, Olivia's handwriting. Lucas, I never meant to hurt you, it read. Marcus pulled me in and I lost myself. I'm sorry. I crumpled it, anger flaring. Sorry didn't erase her lies, her laughter on those recordings. But a memory hit, her cheering at our first Bennett SEC pitch, as bright with pride. I tossed the letter, but it lingered in my mind. The twist came at a deposition. Marcus's lawyer dropped a bombshell. Olivia had leaked Bennett SEC's code to Derek years ago before the gala scheme. She wanted leverage, Marcus claimed. Amir objected, but the damage was done. If true, Olivia's betrayal started long before Marcus. I dug into old server logs that night, heart racing. There it was, a backdoor she'd left, accessed by Derek's IP. She'd been playing me from the start. I slammed my laptop shut, betrayal turning to resolve. Nora met me for coffee, sensing my rage. You're stronger than this, she said. They tried to break you, but Bennett SEC's thriving. You're thriving. She was right. My company landed a major contract, investors rallying behind me. The lawsuit against Marcus's firm moved forward, promising restitution. But the scars remain. How do I trust again? I asked. Nora squeezed my hand. Start with yourself. You've got this. As I left, my phone pinged an ex-post from an anonymous account. Olivia's got a new plan. Watch your back, Lucas. My blood ran cold. Was she plotting again, or was this Marcus's last jab? I forwarded it to Tara. The fight wasn't over, but I was ready. Their fraud scheme to steal my $30 million company, Bennett SEC, crumbled with Derek Voss caught in the wreckage. Legal battles followed, revealing Olivia's deeper betrayal. She'd leaked code years ago. An anonymous ex-post warned, Olivia's got a new plan. As I stood in my San Jose office, skyline aglow, I knew the fight wasn't over. But I was done being their pawn. The post haunted me. Was Olivia plotting again, or was it Marcus's last jab from jail? I called Taringwin, my PI. Trace it, I said. I need answers. She dug in, while Amir, my lawyer, prepped for Marcus's trial. His firm's bankrupt, Amir reported. Investors won our suit, $10 million in damages. I nodded, but my focus was Olivia's hearing. She faced conspiracy charges, her coercion defense weakening. Derek's testimony painted her as the mastermind, not a victim. Nora met me at a Napa cafe, her eyes worried. You're obsessed, Lucas, she said. Let the courts handle it. I shook my head. Not until I know what Olivia's planning. Nora sighed. You've won. Bennett SEC's bigger than ever. Don't let her keep hurting you. Her words hit hard. Bennett SEC had landed a $50 million contract, my team thriving. But the scars of betrayal lingered, a weight I couldn't shake. Tara's call broke the tension. The ex-post came from a burner account, she said. But the IP traces to Olivia's lawyer's office. My blood chilled. She's trying to scare me, I realized. Or worse. Tara uncovered a leaked email. Olivia had pitched a tell-all book, spinning herself as a victim, accusing me of framing her. The audacity stung. She betrayed me, yet still played the martyr. I forwarded the email to Amir. Add defamation to the charges, I said. The courtroom was stark, Olivia's trial a quiet affair. She sat pale, her sapphire eyes dulled. Her lawyer pushed the coercion story, but Derek's evidence, texts, calls, her code leaks, buried her. Guilty, the judge declared. 2 years probation, restitution, and a ruined name. Marcus got 5 years for fraud, Derek, 1 for cooperating. As Olivia left, she glanced at me, lips parting. I turned away. No words could undo her lies. That night, I walked Napa's hills alone, stars bright above. I remember proposing to Olivia here, her laugh echoing. That Lucas was gone, replaced by someone harder, wiser. Her book deal collapsed when publishers saw the trial evidence. The ex-post was her desperate bluff, a final jab that missed. I exhaled, the weight lifting slightly. Justice wasn't revenge, it was truth, and I'd wielded it like a blade. A new twist came at Bennett SEC's board meeting. An investor, Claire Patel, revealed she'd been approached by Derek pre-gala offering stolen code. I refused, she said, but I kept his email. It clears your name, Lucas. I stared, stunned. Olivia's leak hadn't spread far. Claire's integrity saved us. I shook her hand, gratitude swelling. You're why we're still here, I said. Bennett SEC stock soared, my vision vindicated. Nora hosted dinner at her place, Ryan joining us. To new beginnings, she toasted, raising wine. I smiled, the first real one in months. To truth, I added. Ryan clapped my shoulder. You rebuilt, man. That's strength. We laughed, swapping stories, the warmth easing my scars. Olivia, Marcus, and Derek were shadows now, their consequences earned. I'd protected my company, my future. The final piece fell into place at a charity event. I announced a Bennett SEC fund for cyber education, honoring those who'd trusted me. The crowd cheered, Nora beaming from the front row. Afterward, a young coder approached. Your story inspired me, she said. I want to build like you. I handed her my card. Start here. Her grin mirrored my old dreams before betrayal. I'd lost love but gained purpose. As I drove home, San Jose's lights blurred, a city of second chances. Olivia's face flashed in my mind, her laugh, her lies. I let it fade. You didn't break me, I whispered. Bennett SEC was my legacy, built on truth, not deceit. Nora's words echoed, start with yourself. I had, and I'd keep going, one line of code, one honest step at a time.